we decided to work on some of the bedrock, as you can see, and we found a nice deep channel just to the right of that exposed bedrock where the bar's sticking in. And it's down about, I don't know, 2 feet 30 inches or so, but it just kept going. So it's going the right direction. It's cutting across the creek, so we're hoping we're going to find a nice little catch down at the bottom of that, if we can reach the bottom. That's a 6-foot bar sticking in there now, so it's down around 6 feet. Well, it's about 5:30 Saturday afternoon. We started working on that big chunk of bedrock, and got a nice little piece and crevicing. We haven't worked it. We're going to bring the gold back out tomorrow and get it all cleaned up. This hole, I don't know where the hell that thing's going, but it's deep. I think I'm going to get all this bedrock cleaned up first, and after I do that, I'll maybe widen out the hole to the right here so I get some room and keep going down. See what I find in the bottom of that guy. But so far so good. Nice looking bedrock. Nice channels going across the direction of the water. We'll see what we find tomorrow. Well, this morning we're going to clean up the bedrock. We exposed a fair amount of it yesterday, and now we're going to get down there and crevice it, get the gold vac out, suck it up, clean it up. We pulled one pretty big chunk just in testing a pan. I just creviced out a little crack down there, put about a half a pan together, panned it out, and there was probably one of the biggest chunks of gold we've got so far. So the reason why we dig these holes is to get to the bedrock. That's where our biggest and most gold comes from. We've picked up probably maybe a little over a gram running up through this top material stuff. It's not a lot, but it's a gram more than what we wouldn't have had if we threw it. So what we're really after is getting down to the bedrock up here. And that real deep channel, I'm going to get to it, probably not today, but I'll have to widen out this bank, give myself some room, tear the bank back. It's going to get a little dangerous. It's about 6 feet straight down right now, so I'll have to slope the bank back in order to see where this thing goes. But I'm kind of liking it. It's cutting across the river. It's perpendicular to the flow of the water. A hole like that, I'm sure it's been picked clean, at least by the old timers. Dirt's really hard in the bottom of it. The good sign. A lot of big old roots that are decaying and breaking off. So it hasn't been cleaned out, I'm going to say in the last 20 years. But maybe they left a couple scraps for us behind, see if we get down there. So today, cleaning bedrock. See how we do. Well, the first thing we do, I don't know how everyone else does it, but this is how we do it, is we take a rock pick and I just try to find all the crevices and the cracks and take out the bigger material. I work from the top down so the dirt can fall over, so you're not working down here and then going back up, and it's, so you kind of work in a systematic way. Let gravity work for you. And we scrape all the cracks with a big rock pick, get most of the material up out of there. And when I loosen up enough of it, I'll take the shop vac and I'll suck all this up. And once I get it all pretty well cleaned up with this tool, then we go down to our little crevicing tools. And this is where we actually find, you don't see them right now, but you'll start opening up cracks in these rocks. And we've pulled a fair amount of nuggets just digging and working out of cracks. They just start coming out 2, 3, 4 at a time. So that's what we're after. And then when I'm all done When this bedrock doesn't have any dirt left on it anywhere, then we'll get the 6-foot bar and I'll start to break and split open whatever cracks I can and just find some soft spots and see if I can't find some gold that's been left down inside here and smashed back together over the years. So that's how we crevice. I just saw a little piece of gold right there. Cool. Okay, Lynn, go ahead. You're going to have to get a little closer to me too. Well, that's a clean piece of bedrock. We took probably as much off that bedrock scraping and crevicing as we did throwing out, running all the material on top of it. So it's a pretty good day. Got some nice pieces. And we got to start breaking back that bank up there where all the poison oak is before I can keep going. So that sounds like a project for next weekend. But I think I figured out what that big hole is in the bottom too. That rock breaks apart pretty easy, and it breaks. It's like it's shale. It just breaks off. So you know somebody probably broke that all off chasing some gold. That's why there's a big hole sitting there. We took some of it apart. Wasn't very productive. Found a pretty good sized tree root down in it. And we ran, I don't know, about a bucket of it. There was nothing in it. So from this point, we're going to keep heading down creek, hug that wall, expose more bedrock, and get more gold.